We'll do a little bit of movement here at the beginning just to get the wiggles out. We'll do some mild abdominal exercises just to connect to our core. And then we'll dive into some restorative poses using our props and getting a little bit deeper into some meditative states. So, and please have some water as well. Even though we're not doing 1,000 jumping jacks today or sweating a ton, depending on where you're at. We will be wringing out the muscles and the fascia and the connective tissue, so that can be a very dehydrating experience. So just make sure that you have something that you can be sipping on throughout the entire class, or at least having something nearby for when we're finished. All right, I think that's my checklist for today. We're going to start in a seated position on top of your pillows, just your blanket, whatever you have available. Have something underneath your seat so that your hips are slightly higher than your knees. Cross at the ankles. And then close your eyes. Start to connect to your breath. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Fill all the way up. Exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. Keep breathing like that, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. And I want you to imagine a river or stream of water running next to you. Each time you inhale, your breath is surrounding any of the distractions, anything that's happened in the previous day or week. As you exhale, deposit that distraction into the river next to you. Maybe you can visualize it flowing downstream away from you. Let's take 3 more rounds of inhales through the nose. Exhaling out any distractions. Now slowly blink open your eyes. Relax your arms down by your hips. Inhale, float your shoulders up towards your ears. As you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together towards your spine, then drag them down your back ribs. Big inhale, float your shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze them in and keep them hugging into the spine as they lower down. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, float shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze and drag down. 1 more. Reverse all those texting, typing, punching motions that we do day in, day out. From here, dip your right ear up and over your right shoulder, stretching out the left side of your neck. Option one, stretch your left arm out to the side, hovering it above the floor. But if that's too much on the side of your neck or your shoulder, you can just rest the hand comfortably on your thigh. Now from here, close your eyes again. Reconnect to your breath. Target your next inhale into any tight spots that run along your neck. Imagine your breath surrounding that area. And then deposit that physical tension into the river that runs beside you. As the muscles start to open up, if you'd like to play with the angle of your chin, either tilting it down to the earth or tilting it up towards the ceiling, targeting the front of your throat. Or if you're like me and have tightness all over your neck, maybe rolling through all of those positions, all of those angles would feel good. Bring out all that stuckness in the neck. Creating room for bliss to enter in. Let's take one more big breath here. If your left arm is reaching out to the side, just lower it down. Use your right palm to help pick your head up through to center. Now dip your head up and over to the other side. Either pause here or reach your right fingertips out to the side. As you start to stretch or wring out this side of the neck, breathe in a way that is blissful. Add another 3 more breaths here, so if you'd like to change the angle of your chin, feel free. Or if you found a stretch that feels so blissful, just hold it for a few more moments. If your hand is reaching out to the side, lower it down. Left palm picks the side of your head up. From here, switch the crossing of your legs so the awkward chin is in front. And then cross your arms over your chest. Inhale, reach the crown of your head to the ceiling. Get a lot of space in your spine. As you exhale, pull your belly button in towards the spine. Twist your chest towards the right. Go as far as you can go using your abdominal and your back muscles. Then when you can go no further, lower your arms down. Left hand will be on right knee. Opposite hand behind you, either on the floor or just holding on to your pillow. Inhale, And balloon your belly out into space. Breathe really far down into your torso. Exhale. Actively pull your belly button towards your spine and use your arms to help increase your twist if that feels okay. This causes any catching in your back. Unwind your twist just a little. Unwind your upper body. Cross your arms over your chest again. Inhale, telescope your ribs away from your hips. Exhale, twist the other direction. Go as far as you can go using your strong core muscles. Then lower your arms down. Inhale, down through your ribs, down through your belly. And exhale. Deepen your twist if it feels okay. Slowly unwind. Come off of your prop, whatever you're sitting on, move it out of the way. Lay down on your mat. If you would like some padding for your spine, take a folded up blanket. You can lay down on that. Start with your feet planted underneath your knees, arms resting by your sides. And make sure that your feet are about hip distance wide. So they're not touching, they're not wider than your hips, they're just in line with your sit bone. From here, on your next inhale, lift your left foot up off the ground. Your knee is bent at 90 degrees and your ankle is flexed. As you exhale, push your low back into the mat. Pull your belly button down. Inhale, set left foot on the ground. Lift your right leg up. Knee is bent at 90 degrees. Exhale, push your low back into the mat. Pull low belly down. Inhale, set your right foot down. Lift your left leg up. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Pull belly down. Activate those deep core muscles. Inhale, set the foot down. Lift your right foot up. Exhale, push your low back down into the floor. Pull your belly down. Inhale, set your right foot down. Pause for a moment. Option 1, keep your head and shoulders off the ground. Option 2, interlace your hands behind your head, pointing your elbows up, and you'll be lifting your head and shoulders off the ground. Otherwise, you'll be doing that same abdominal exercise we just did. All right, if your hands are behind your head, inhale, lift head and shoulders off the mat. Lift left foot off the mat. Exhale, curl tailbone up, pull belly down. Inhale, set your left foot down. If you're doing head lifted, keep it up. Bring your right leg up. Exhale, curl tailbone up towards the ceiling, pull belly down. Inhale, set right foot down, lift left foot up. Exhale, push your low back down. Lift your elbows a little higher if your head and shoulders are off the ground. Inhale, sit left foot down. Raise your right leg up. And exhale. pull your belly button down, down, down. One more on each side. Inhale, put your right foot down, lift your left leg up. Exhale, push your low back into the mat, pull belly down. Inhale, set left foot down, lift right leg up. Exhale, curl tailbone up, pull belly down. Inhale, stick the foot down. Your head is up, set it down as well. And then we'll all meet with our hands placed on top of our bellies. Take 3 big belly breaths. Feel how blissful even the mildest of abdominal work can feel. Really enjoy the bliss in life when we have strong cores. Put your arms down on the mat again. Then bring your feet, or rather your heels, walk them as close as you can towards your butt. Keep them about hip distance wide. From here, as you inhale, press into your heels, lift your hips up off the mat, maybe 1, 2, 3, or even 6 inches, and slowly lower down. Inhale, push into your feet, lift your hips up into a bridge. Exhale, lower hips down. Do one more just like that. Inhale, lift your hips up. And back down. Lower and down. From here, roll over onto one side. Lift yourself up. Grab your blanket. If you have it already, meet me in an all fours position. This will be the last little bit of movement we do before our restorative section. With your blanket underneath your knees, stack your hips directly over the knee joints, and palms can either be planted underneath your shoulders, or you can make fists punching down underneath your shoulders. This will be a little less stressful on the wrists. From here, inhale, lower your belly, lift your tailbone and your gaze. Cow pose. Exhale, tuck your tailbone underneath, round through the spine, and let your head drop down. This is cat pose. Inhale, lower your belly, lift your tailbone and your head, and exhale, curl underneath and round. Keep going. If, however, you would like to try this in a seated position, or if you're working with chairs today, your hands will be on your knees and you're pulling your chest forward, arching through the back on the inhale, and exhaling, tucking underneath, rounding through the spine. If you start to open up through every vertebrae in your spine, feel how blissful it is when the whole spine can ripple seamlessly without any tension, without anything grabbing at it. Move in a way that's easy. Move in a way that feels good to you. 3 more rounds here. Wonderful. If you're in your seated position, just stay there. You can cross at the ankles. Those of you who are on all fours, just come to a seat. Got us the water and click the screen for our first restorative pose setup. So I'm starting by sitting on top of my blanket, and then my pillow or my bolster is right behind me. From here, knees are bent at 90 degrees, and then drop them over to the left. From here, turn your chest all the way behind you, facing the blanket, or not blanket, the pillow rather. And then lower your elbows down. If that's too intense on your low back, you can keep your palms planted on the pillow, or you can move your pillow a little bit further out of the twist, so it's not as intense on the spine. All right. From here, whichever option you chose, relax your forehead down and close your eyes. With your eyes closed, scan your body from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your fingers and your toes. As you scan, if you come across any stubborn or tight spots, acknowledge them on your inhale. And with your exhale, let them know that they can let everything go. You don't have to hold on quite so tightly. Two more rounds of breath here. And keep your eyes halfway closed so you can maintain this blissful, sleepy state. Plant your palms on your pillow. Slowly lift yourself up, unwind, and then start to rotate over to the other side. Dropping your bent knees over to the right, spiraling your chest toward your pillow, finding an edge where you can feel some intensity, but still breathe deeply. Settle in, let your eyes close completely again. Scan your body from top to bottom. Bright spots that you discover are popping up for a reason. Listen to what they have to say with your inhale. With your exhale, allow softness to seep in. Put your palms on top of your pillow. Unwind your chest. And once you're facing forward again, windshield wiper your knees side to side. You can go as fast or as slow as you would like there. Finish up with those. And then we're going to be laying down on our backs next. Option number one, fold up your blanket so it's pretty thick, almost like a long linguine noodle or a noodle. Option number two, you can have your pillow. Here's what we're going to be in. We're going back to that bridge shape with our feet planted underneath the knees, toes pointing forward. As you press into your heels, your hips are coming off the ground, enough for you to slide your pillow or your blanket underneath your sacrum. That's the back of your pelvis. And you want to make sure that your entire pelvis is supported by your pillow. Option number one, here, widen your feet to knock your knees together. This will help open up through the front of your hips. Option number two, bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. This will help your inner leg lines open up. Arms can either be resting down by your hips, especially if you have any shoulder sensitivity today. However, you'd like to open up through your shoulders. Goal post or cactus your arms. So the elbows are in line with your shoulders, wrists in line with elbows. Let your eyes get really heavy here. Settle in as you reconnect to your breath. Now picture something or someone that brings that blissful, giddy feeling to your heart. Maybe you're picturing your favorite place to visit. Maybe you're picturing furry friends staring adoringly up at you. Or perhaps it's seeing either you or someone that you love deeply accomplishing something great causes that giddy feeling to happen. Sometimes that giddy feeling happens at the very end of our day. We snuggle into some clean sheets, a deep sigh of relief as we melt into our mattress. Whatever bliss means to you, let that image burn brightly in your mind and in your heart. Your breath fans the flames of that image, causing it to grow brighter, more vivid. So much so that soon that giddy feeling in your heart begins to go past the walls, seeping into your other organs like your lungs, your digestive tract. Blood starts to course through your veins, running down your arms, around your hips, over your legs and feet. Feel that bliss course into your veins. Hold this shape for a few more moments. You feel your legs in that diamond shape. You use your arms to help bring your legs together, like closing a book. Roll over to one side. Prop yourself up to a seat. Here are your next two options. If you're working with any hip or knee sensitivity today, you will be doing the option either with your feet up against the wall or a piece of furniture. It can really be anything. Um, You will be laying on your back. I'm going to show you from this angle. If I need to change, let me know. And you're about a foot and a half, 2 feet away from the wall. Feet are planted, and my legs are bent at 90 degrees. It's called a frog positioning, and I'm just resting my head and my arms on the floor. Option number two. It's as if you are not working with any knee or hip sensitivity. I like to have some padding underneath my knees. I'm a princess, so I like to have squishy things around me when I practice. And my pillow or pillows are going right in front of me. I'm sitting my heels or sitting my hips back towards my heels. Knees are wide, toes are touching. And then I'm lowering my upper body down onto my bolster. You can turn your head either to look over right or left shoulder, or you can stack your hands underneath your forehead and just stare straight down. And just like the last pose, you're going to be here for at least a couple of minutes. So make sure you're in a shape that works for you. And if none of those work, just let me know and flag me down, and I'll find a separate group for y'all. See how quickly you can switch on your deep breathing. See how easily you can reconnect to that relieving breath. Now I want you to choose a spot either in your body or in your mind. Maybe it's a nagging thought that's been with you for a while. Whatever spot jumps out at you first, because there might be a few, but whichever one jumps out first, pick that one. Zero in your focus into that spot. Mull it over. And then taking a piece of that giddy, fluttery feeling from your heart, send it to your spot. You can either imagine this with your mind or do it with your breath. Literally moving the blissfulness through your body into your chosen spot. Turn whatever was dim to light. 2 more blissful breaths into your spot. You are on your back with your feet on the wall. Use your hands to close your legs like a book. If, however, you're in the other shape, start to walk your hands back towards your hips. And then we'll all meet in an all fours position. Step your right toes back and start to pump through the heel forward and just getting a little bit more circulation back into the lower body, into the legs. And then do the same thing with the left leg. Now to wrap up with that, we've made it to our final position of the afternoon or evening. I'm going to give y'all a few different options depending on what you would like to open up. One, you'll be laying on top of your folded up blanket. You have a little bit of cushion. And then slide your pillow underneath your knees and then lay down on your back. Option number 2, if you would like to open up through your chest and shoulders a little bit more, you're switching your props so that you're sitting on your blanket and your pillow goes underneath your back. Try and have your pillow go long ways so that the short end is facing your bum. Then when you lay down on your back, I want you to have your entire spine, neck, and head supported by your pillows. Arms out to a T. You can also change your leg shape, either legs out long or feet together knees wide. Really comfy here. Use as many props as you need to help support your body. Eyes get heavy. Your breath return to its natural rhythm. For some of us, bliss can be found when we have nothing to do. There are no lists that need to be completed, when there's no next activity. Just sit back, relax, sink into that blissful, cozy dreamlike state. Remain in this blissful state as long as you would like. But if you're ready to move on with the rest of your evening, start to deepen your breath and stretch your arms, legs, and every breath and let it feel good. Spark your body back to life. From your stretch, roll over to one side, or ask yourself up to a comfortable seat. Join me in a cross-legged position with your hands drawn in toward your heart center, and we'll seal out this practice together. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening and for creating a sacred, blissful space for yourself. The light and love within me honors and respects the light and love within each of you. Namaste.